I wanted to reach out to you guys because it is crunch time. We've got 2.5 weeks, and you guys have done such an incredible job this year. You know, for those who don't know, or as a reminder, you're one of the best offices in GCK history. You're one of the best offices in the company, a national championship organization, and an office that has never done $1 million, has come so close. And right now, guys, we are right there. And in the next 2.5 weeks, it's either we're gonna barely miss it or hit it, and we want to hit it. So really what I'm asking you guys, and I wanted to shoot this video, is to really come together. Like, this is a time where I need everyone just digging deep. Like, Year in Banquet, it's a month away, and it's going to be so exciting to celebrate what has happened. And for you guys to be able to put on your resume, you're part of a $1 million organization. Like, guys, that is something that so few people ever do in our company. And to be a part of that, what that looks like, to say that you contributed X, Y, and Z number to finish the year and do something that had never been done before, like creating history, like that's huge. When companies say like, wow, and you're like, yeah, like we did something that's never been done before for, you know, a $250 million company, pretty freaking awesome. And so I just want you guys to think, you know, like, what can you do? Sometimes what I've seen, we've gone after a lot of records back in Miami. And what I've seen is that sometimes people feel like their number, even if it's like $500 that they sell or $1,000 that they sell, like it doesn't make that big of an impact because there was other people like Andy, which for you guys would be like a Justin Ledford or Johnny or Brooks, but they were seeing Andy sell $10,000 for the week. And they're like, well, what does my $500 matter? And I'll tell you right now, it matters. Every single order, every single peeler, every single cutting board will make an impact. So as we go into these next 2.5 weeks, I want to give you guys a couple keys to really help you in success. One, you need to enroll your customers. Your customers need to know what is happening. So when I'm on the phone with a customer, like, they're going to hear my excitement. They're going to hear they're going to be engaged with me. So I'm going to talk to them and say, hey, Miss Jones, I'm going to go through, like, how are you? Da-da. And then so when I transition, I'm like, hey, so the reason I was calling now, my office is on the verge of doing something that has never been done before. And that's sell $1 million in a year for a $250 million company. And we are so close. And in order for us to hit our goal, Miss Jones, like, I've got to sell $5,000 in the next 2.5 weeks. So, or you could just say, you could say that for the demo, and you could say, I have to do 25 appointments in the next 2.5 weeks. And that's what I'd actually focus on the call. And then on the appointment, you can talk about like what your sales goal is. And hey, Miss Jones, if you just want to write me the $5,000, you know, like, awesome. I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. Be like, but there are some really great gifts, and there are people spending that and more right now with the holidays. And be like, but I'll show you everything and see if there's anything that you like. So anyway, on the phone, are you enrolling them on the phone and saying like, and building urgency? So I'm like, hey, so Ms. Jones, the reason I was calling now, my office is actually on the verge of doing something that's never been done before, all right? And that is sell $1 million in a year, and it's never been done in our office history for our company. So my goal, in order for us to hit our goal, I have to complete 25 appointments in the next 2.5 weeks. So I'm gonna be working super hard around finals, you know, family, getting ready for the holidays, like just a lot of stuff going on, but I'm committed to helping us hit this goal. So I was just wondering, I have not hit my goal for tomorrow, and I wanted to see if there was any chance you could squeeze me in last minute at 6 p.m. or could come by like at 7:30 if that's better. And so making sure that you guys are doing that. And you're like, Miss Jones, I know this is so last minute, and you can reference, be like, I know that this is a crazy time of the year as the holidays are approaching. Be like, but if there's any way you can squeeze me in last minute, and you can offer, you say, I'll make you breakfast, I can help you make dinner, like whatever you want, I can help you out. It would mean the world, you know? And so again, it's not just what you say, it's how you say it. But you do want to make sure you share your goals. You do want to make sure you're building urgency. You do want to make sure you're prefacing the objection that they could be busy. And then they just need to hear the excitement of how hard you're working. And when Miss Jones goes, honey, this weekend is just crazy, call me next week or call me after the holidays. I'm like, hey, Miss Jones, I totally could. I'm going to be working really hard, like I said, for the next 2.5 weeks. I'm like, but I have a big goal I really want to hit by Monday. I'm like, and if there's any way, I'm like, if not tomorrow, Sunday, that I could make you a meal, I could clean your house, like whatever you need. I'm like, it would be a game changer. I'm like, if not, I totally get it. I know people are busy. I know I caught you out of the blue, but if there's any way, it would be incredible. And let me tell you guys, so many times I had people completely like rearrange their schedule, or they're like, you know what, let me see what I can do. Or people who said, okay, well, are you willing to come like really early? And I actually would tell, I'm like, I'll come early in the morning, I'll come late at night, I'll help you make a meal, like whatever you need. If there's any way you're able to squeeze me in, it could be a game changer. I'm like, if not, I get it. I know people are busy as heck, but if there's anything I can help you out with, it would help me out so much. And they're like, they're not gonna make you clean or do anything, but like, you know what? But they just hear how hard you're working. And then I have people that were like, well, I mean, we can do early. And I'm like, hey, they're like, how, are you up at 4, 8? I'm like, I can come at 7, 6:30, 7 a.m. if you want. And they're like, yeah, let's do that. And I had 6:30, 7 a.m. demos. I had 10:30 p.m. demos, at 11 p.m. demo as I was finishing the year off strong. Because I was trying to win a scholarship one year as a sales rep in 2003. And I was gunning it, in the end of December. I mean, I went till Christmas Eve. I did 2 demos and sold like $800 on Christmas Eve. So make sure that you guys are really focused and letting them know that. So that's the first thing, is making sure you're enrolling your customers. So and on the phone, building urgency. So just handle everything. They need to hear it. They need to know. When you do that on the phone, what's great is you've already established that. They know what's happening. So now when you go to the demo, it makes it easier. And it's like, Ms. Jones, thank you so much. So when you get there, I'm like thanking them profusely. I'm like, thank you so much for taking time out. Like, I know you didn't have to do this. I know you have so many things. Again, like be like, I'm gonna send you a picture from stage when we hit our goal, and you're gonna know that you played a part in creating history. Like, how cool is that? Be like, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna send you a picture, and just makes them laugh and it makes them smile. And whether they're going to buy or not, you're saying that in the beginning, you're kind of planting a seed and it makes them want to buy more. But even if they don't, like, they're connected, they'll give you more people. Just tell them, be like, I'm going to send you a picture when we're on stage and we run this. And I would keep track of all your people, by the way. Andy always used to do this. He would send them a picture from the stage of whatever award you won. And that helps you build your relationships. And these customers are going to keep buying for you. Because now in the spring, when they have a wedding, they're going to come buy from you because they really want to help you out. And now that they like had to buy something, they're like, I'm going to buy it from you. The second, then there's Mother's Day, then there's Father's Day, right? Like all the things that are going to happening in the spring and going into the summer, so building those relationships now will really play an impact, and not just for this year, but for years to come. All right. So make sure that you guys are doing that and making sure that you're taking time to really connect with your people when you're on your demo. So on the demo, I'm sharing with them, I'm thanking them, and I'm like, yeah, so share your sales goal. Like, my goal is to sell this much, to contribute. So if you do see any, so hey, Ms. Jones, keep eyes open. Anyone you haven't finished buying holiday gifts for, any like weddings, birthdays, things you have coming up in the spring, even Mother's Day or Father's Day that you're willing to buy now versus waiting till later, anything you're able to swing, like, will make a huge impact and you will get the best deals. Be like, and if not, hey, I get paid to do it. Be like, but we are in a huge sales competition. So if there's anything you're already going to be buying gifts for that you could reroute and do Cutco instead, that would be incredible. And also, we have, so many cool things for the kitchen that you might like for you. So just keep a lookout. So thank you. And by the way, this isn't way too expensive for you to buy, just be nice. But I do want to show you why so many people invest in Cutco. And then we're going to transition, and going into a demo. So on the phone, build urgency. Make sure you guys are letting them know what's happening, enrolling your customers from the phone to your demo. Make sure you tie them in. They want to be a part of things. And the more excited you are, the more excited they are. So you have to hike that enthusiasm up. So that's another tip, is just as you're going through this period, I don't care if you're like the most quiet introvert person, you need to dig deep and you need to share with your customers what is happening, why it matters. They need to hear it in your voice where they're like, dang, okay, I want to help this person out. Okay. So make sure you guys are doing that. The next thing I would say is, have you mapped out your schedule for the next 2.5 weeks? I know some of you guys are students, you have finals, you have things coming up, you have families, some of you guys have kids, spouses. So making sure that you sit down, if you haven't already, with Jordan to make an airtight game plan and stick to your plan. I know sometimes things can change and you can adjust accordingly, but just make sure you have a proper schedule. How many demos do you need to hit that number? And I would be mapping out, how can you sell $5,000 or more? By the way, we had $5,000 orders last week. There will be $5,000 orders in the next 2 weeks because of the time of the year. People are shopping and people like sales, and people are also buying for other people. So it's a normal thing for people to spend extra money that they wouldn't have spent to do gift buying. So don't just bring up holidays, but as I just mentioned, also bring up, hey, who do you know that might buy something for whatever, in the spring. So make sure that you guys do that as well. All right. So that's really big. And then when you guys are going through past, like all your friends and family, I would be texting them all, hey, we have 2.5 weeks, huge goal. Like I would get in contact with everyone again. I know some of you guys talk to them during Thanksgiving or before, but say, hey, if there's anything that you're willing to get now that you need for next year, any gifts that you know that you'd be willing to do Cutco instead of whatever you were going to get them for birthday, Mother's Day, Father's Day, and you're willing to get it now, it could be a game changer for us. So make sure all your friends and family know. I'd be putting social posts up. I would text all of them. You can get your list of customers and send an email of like end of the year, close out, blowout specials, help us make history type of thing, and just put together, send an email and we can put like different specials on there for end of the year. But those are things you guys can talk with Jordan about. But overall, energy needs to go up. Intensity needs to go up. People need to feel it. You need to have a plan, stick to it, and go have some fun. And anything extra that you can squeeze in, that extra one demo here, one demo there, those extra 10 calls here, 10 calls there, can be the game changer. And I know it because we've hit goals by less than $10 before. So I encourage you guys to be a part of something special. I encourage you guys to, regardless of how this fall's gone, maybe you haven't sold anything this fall, but now you're like, all right, let's do this. And again, you will make an impact. So don't feel like your orders don't matter. Don't feel in any way, don't think about anything that's happened before today. Think, what can I do now in the next 2.5 weeks to help us, break history and do something that's never been done before in your organization. So let's kick some booty, have fun, communicate. Any of you guys who are looking for future advancement as assistant managers, there's many of you guys going after branch spots, which we're going to be deciding here in the next month. And this end of the year and the pushes will make an impact in the decisions we make in terms of who gets spots and who goes where. So I encourage you guys to make sure to really step up and make a statement, make a name for yourself. Definitely being a top performer will put you on higher rankings for better opportunities. So make sure you guys are taking advantage of that. But next Saturday at my office, we have a Leadership Academy, and then we will split for those who are on pace to run their own offices and for those who are assistant manager candidates or current assistant managers. And then we will have a Christmas party at my house, and that will be right after. So the prep is from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at my office, and then from 3:30 to 6:30 we'll be at my house for a holiday party, hang out, food, games, and just get some time together. So excited to see some of you guys again, excited to meet some of you guys that I might not have met. It's going to be a great end of the year, and I cannot wait to celebrate at Year in Banquet what you guys have done. Dig deep, finish strong.